Let me kind of show you guys. Today is October the 21st, and I'm in between. Okay, the crappie are in between right now, so they're no longer biting spider rigging. Okay, so I may have to go out in the evening, probably within the next 30 minutes. Okay, technically I probably should be putting in right now, but I want to explain something to you guys that I've been trying to convey to you guys for a minute. We're going to do something different on this video. I'm going to show you what my plastics look like. This is going to be a two-part video. I'm going to show you the stinger shad mostly, then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do the curly tail, and I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like in water. So that way when you're sitting in the comforts of your own home, you can visually see what my plastics look like. Look, nobody else does that. Nobody else takes time and shows you guys exactly what their plastics look like in the water, what it looks like with a certain jig head, the nasty bend hook, or the diesel built hook. Okay, so it's fall. It's time for the big guns to get ready to come out. All you got to do is get on the water and locate them. But I will promise you this: if you don't get out there unequivocally, you will not catch any fish. Look, let me show you this. This rod's been there for a couple of days. Look at that big spider on the end. Look at it. Look at that big rascal. Boy, that's incredible. Okay, let me show you what I got on some of the ones that I'm running right now. You see that gold finger? Listen, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm running, and I'm going to show you what it looks like in the water. Look, that's that Mr. October Gold. Look at the color jig head now. Okay, look, there's that Fireball Blue. This is what I'm catching off of already. Okay, and look, there's that Jubilee. Let me see if I can show it to you. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it. Okay, that has a non-painted jig head on it. Why did I go with a non-painted? I went with a non-painted because enough color is already in there. Okay, so that's just my choice. You can do anything that you want to do. Okay, so you can see I'm getting ready to put the bobbers back on. Look, over here, I'm running that Mr. October Gold with the pink, the hot pink. Okay, so I'm just going to show you guys a little bit of about what's going on, and I want to explain this to you because I am a manufacturer and a supplier. This is what I choose to do. Whenever you guys buy some plastics, you can see what it looks like. Okay, it comes in these real cute decorative packets. You don't care about the packet. Once you get finished, you throw that in the trash can. That's not even what you're interested in. We don't waste money like that. When you guys order, we give you bulk orders because you want what's in the plastic. Once you get finished with that plastic, you throw it in the trash can. Okay, ours are resealable. Okay, so it helps the color stay moist. Plus, on top of that, we give them a nice dosage of a mineral oil to help keep the vibrant colors. Okay, you guys, this is the setup. This is what I'm going to show you what it's going to look like. Okay, first I'm going to cover, because you guys have heard me on and off for the last 6 years talk about that hologram flake. Okay, we're the only people that carry that hologram flake in the body. I'm going to show you what that Fireball Blue looks like with the hologram Class B flake in the body, and I'm going to show you what it looks like without it in the water. Okay, how it illuminates in the water. Remember, crappie have big eyes, but if they can't see it, they can't bite it. So this right here will give you the edge, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Let me get set up right here real quick, guys. Thanks for joining me. Listen, get yourself something to drink, man. Pull your socks all the way up. Sit back, relax. Listen, just watch. You don't have to use your ears. Just watch, and you'll be able to see why I talk about that hologram flake, why it gives you the edge, and we're the only people that carry that. Plus, I'm going to show you some other colors that I'm using along with the nasty bend hook and also that diesel built hook. And they're ready to ship right now. Remember, $45 or more, it's on the way. Okay, very, very simple ABC 1, 2, 3 type stuff. Let me get set up, and I'm going to show you what it looks like in water. That way you know exactly what you're getting. This is your boy Cam. Yank! Is the difference between the hologram flake and a plastic that does not have hologram flake in it. I want to tell you guys this. This is very important. I actually you'll never hear me talk bad. Oh man, you don't want to use that. You don't want to use. Dude, I grew up off a lot of this stuff. Okay? The only difference between me, guys, and you is that I decided to see if I could develop a better product. And my stuff has been proven. You just go to my website, watch my videos. I got over 4,000 videos on my channel. So you can sit back and watch the products that I'm getting ready to show you right now. Very, very simple stuff. And let me say this, guys. I've been doing this for a long time. You know, every fisherman got a story, but I'm documenting. I've been doing this now for a long time. Like I said, 12 years. 12 years I've been doing this, been running this YouTube channel, okay? And all we do is specialize in catching crappie. That's what we specialize in, okay? Now, sun's going down, but I think I can still pull it off, guys, and let you see the difference. Okay, so first I'm going to put that, even though it's a curly tail, I'm going to show you the difference, okay, between a hologram flake and a non-hologram flake. Let me see if I can show it to you. Okay, this right here has no flake in it whatsoever. No flake, no flake, but it's still gorgeous. Okay, it's still gorgeous. All right, now I'm gonna show you the hologram flake. Now listen, don't listen to what I tell you. Just watch and see with your own eyes to see if you can tell the difference. Okay, when you drop it in there, look at that. Can you guys see the difference? You see the difference in that hologram flake? How it lights up? You see how it lights up? That's the difference. That's that hologram flake. That's that hologram flake. And again, I'm going to show it to you again just so you make sure before I get into the other plastics, okay? I'm going to show you again. See, that has nothing in it? Now look, all you need is just that edge, okay? Now, I'm going to the stinger shad. Straight tail, all right? Straight tail. All right, let's cover first, let's see. The Goldfinger. We're going no, let's go with the red, black, and let's go to blue, black, and chartreuse because I just got finished doing the blue in the curly tail. Now let's go to a blue, black, and chartreuse in the stinger shad, just so you can see. Okay, this right here is with the black tail. Okay, I'm sorry, the black jig head. That's with the black jig head. That's what I've been catching off of right here. That's what I've been catching off of. I want to make sure you guys can see that. Okay. That's called Fireball Blue. Look at the tail. That tail has perpetual motion in it, and it never stops. Okay, so if you're vertical jigging, or I tip right now for fall, I'm tipping it with a minnow. Okay, if in fact that you're dropping down on them, that's cool. That's really cool if you're dropping down on them. But I want you guys to see that hologram flake so you can see what it looks like. Okay, that's that nasty bend hook and that midnight black. Okay. Firetail blaze with it's black with the hologram flake in the body, and it has a fire tail to it. Let me see if I can show it to you. You see how that hologram flake, that class B hologram flake lights up? You see that? When you pick it up and it arrives in your mailbox, you really can't see it, but once you drop it in the water, you see the difference. Look at my tail. And all of my plastics are super exotic soft. So when the crappie bite, they hold on. Okay? And like I mentioned before, we give them a high dosage of mineral oil. So you guys can see. That's called Firetail Blaze. And listen, all of these are going to be available right down below. Okay? I'm going to try anyway. Okay? Sometimes, guys, you may have to go to the website because I got so many items. Okay? Okay, let's take a look now at you saw the Fireball Red, right? Let's look at the Fireball Blue. Let's look at the Fireball Red. You see that? See if you can see that hologram flake. All of these have that hologram flake in there. Okay? So if you're fishing in stained water, you're fishing in muddy water, chocolate milk, you're fishing in clear water, look, it shows up in all of them. That's the edge that you get with that Class B hologram flake in the body. Okay? That's that Fireball Red. And we have it in a split pack. Okay? We have it in a split pack as well. So if you want 50 of the Fireball Blue or you want 50 of the Fireball Red, that's solely up to you. You decide which one that you want. Okay? It's solely up to you. All right? Now, let's take a look. I'm going to do a little bit different. This is the red, black, and chartreuse, and these are our top sellers, the reason why I'm showing them to you, and the ones that I'm using. But I'm going to show it to you with a non-painted minnow head. Okay? I'm going to show you, that's that red, black, and chartreuse, okay, with the Class B hologram flake in the body. That's a non-painted minnow head. Okay? A lot of you guys are still used to using round heads, but that minnow head is fire. That minnow head is really, really nice. Can you see that hologram flake in there? Make sure you can drop down so you can see it real good. Look at the tail. You notice all the tails are the same. Listen, you're going to see right down there below, camscrappyhole.com. Okay? All you got to, listen, this is very simple stuff. All you got to do is click it. All you got to do is enter camscrappyhole.com or go to the description. And all the hyperlinks to all these plastics are right down there. Okay? So all you have to do is just click it. Take a look at what you have. Put it in your cart. You like it? And 9 times out of 10, it comes with free shipping. Okay? Anything $45 or more, guys, you get free shipping. Okay, what color are we gonna look at next? Hey, I got an idea. I'm putting it together right now as we speak, guys. I'm putting it on right now. Hey, look, you know how they say all blacked out? Look, all gold out. Check this out. This is that gold finger with that gold jig head. Look at that. You see that big flake in there? Look at that. I'm gonna tell y'all something about this gold finger. I released this last year this time, and in 3 months, December, we were sold out. We sold like 40,000 pieces. You know why? Because the fish in your water have never seen anything like this before. That gold finger. Okay? And in the spring, we have it coming out in a curly tail. Look at that. And listen, you can run any color jig head that you want to with it. Okay? It's solely up to you. Matter of fact, watch this. Watch this. I'm going to change the jig head color, okay? I'm going to change it. Check this out. Boom. Boom. Look, I got the grape on. Look at this. Check out the grape. Check this out. Boom. Look at that. You decide what color that you want to use. Okay? And listen, all of our jig heads, we have the sharpest crappie hook in the world. Nobody can even touch our crappie hooks. Okay? We have the sharpest crappie hooks in the world. Okay? I pass them through the chemical sharpness 7 times. And let me tell you something. That diesel bill hook, this is the nasty bin that I'm running right now. That diesel bill hook is even uglier. So if you're looking for a hook to apologize for sticking you, don't mess with my hooks, because they will not apologize. They don't know the difference between your finger and a fish's jaw. They don't know. Okay? All right. We're moving on, okay? Are you guys still with me right now, right? You're with me. All right. I'm going to show you something that year after year catches big fish. Every single year, this color catches big fish. Let me make sure so you guys can see it. Okay, and you decide what you want to pair it with. This is that white knight. Every year, what does it look like? It looks like a shad, doesn't it? Every year, that white knight, look at that sparkle in there. Every year, this catches big fish. That orange, people have been buying that custom orange, that bright orange, a lot. If you're running stain water, chocolate milk, look at that orange, how it stands out. Remember, if crappie can't see it, they can't bite it. Plus that chartreuse tail and that glitter. Guys, I'm telling you, you want to see me use it? Go to my channel. Check it out. Okay, you'll see me, a 17-inch crappie off of this rascal here. This time, about 4 or 5 years ago. Okay, that's the white knight. Again, right down there in the description. Or either go to camscrappiehole.com. I'm telling you, I can't list them all. I'll try, though. I'll definitely try to do it, but I won't be able to do it. All right. Let me show you one of the favorites always. If this color ain't working, take off this color and put the same color on. You guys have heard me say that before. Okay? Look, let me show it to you. And it has the hologram flake in the body. If black and chartreuse ain't working, take off black and chartreuse and put on black and chartreuse. Look at that. Look at that hologram flake. Let me spin it around. Look at it. See it? See it? See that hologram flake in there? Look, that's that candy red jig head, nasty bin hook. Look at that. Look at that hologram flake in there. Look at that. This is how it looks in the water. So you're vertical jigging in the tree. Look, in order to vertical jig, listen, you don't have to just dip your tip of your pole. Look, let me show it to you again. Look, dip. Don't make it look unnatural and do all this. Look, that's all you want to do. Just like this. Boop, boop. Looks like a minnow, doesn't it? Boop, boop. Just a little dip. Dip down. Look, let me show it to you again. Look. Boop. Dip down. Dip down. Dip down. That's all it takes. That's black and chartreuse. You have to have that in your arsenal. Listen, and it's just like ordering peanut butter and jelly. You don't go in there and just get a peanut butter sandwich. You don't go in there and just get a jelly sandwich. When you order your plastics, you need the nasty bin hook or the diesel bill. Well, Cam, what's the difference between a diesel bill and a nasty bin? I only run diesel bill hooks. That nasty bin, you guys for years have been using that. You know how ugly it is. You know how ugly that nasty bin is. Let me tell you something. That diesel bill is even uglier. It's even uglier. Now that was the candy red, right? Let me show you what it looks like, that black and chartreuse with the orange. Let me show it to you. There we go. Let me drop it down in there. Boop. There we go. Look at that. That's how it looks with that orange. That bright orange. Okay, you see that hologram flake in there? See it? Look at that hologram flake. Okay? Look at that hologram flake. We're the only people that carry that in numbers. You got some cats that may make 10 or 15 or 20. Guys, when we do a run of 300, 400,000. Okay? 100,000 if we're testing. 50,000 if we got a new color. Okay? That's with the orange, that bright orange. And listen, you just decide what color jig head that you want. Okay? You decide. And let me show you what really threw me for a loop. I realize this is a curly tail. I get it. But they were on fire with this color here. Let me see if I can see it. I gotta make sure I can see it. Look at that. That's that chartreuse. That's that chartreuse. We tip it with a minnow. Look at that. Why do y'all think, guys, I'm just taking the idea and I crossed the T's and dotted the I's and made it better. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. I added a lot of glitter to that. You see that Class B flake in there? You see that? That's that hologram flake. That's that chartreuse. You guys have known since you've been crappie fishing that chartreuse is notorious for catching crappie. And look at that hot pink jig head. That's that nasty, no, that's the diesel built. That's that, look at that ugly bend in that hook. That's that diesel built hook. So I tipped this with a minnow. I just showed you my pose. I just showed you my pose of what I'm running right now. I can't decide whether I'm going out tonight or not. I ain't really got that far yet. I may or I may not. It all depends. Okay, a lot of you guys are really fond of this color. Generally, it's the #1 color for catching crappie. A lot of people say, look, let me see if I can turn you on a little bit. Pardon the noise. That's that monkey milk and chartreuse. That's a hot pink colored jig head. See it? That's a hot pink. That's that monkey milk and chartreuse. And look, most of the ones that you buy are just monkey milk. We added that chartreuse tail on there. You can see how all my tails look like that. Look, dip, dip. So if you're fishing lily pads, tree limbs, look, branches, dip. That's all it takes. Dip. Okay? And they're super soft because they hold on to it because it's so soft. Okay? That's why you want Cam's plastics. That is Parker. That's Parker barking. Let me make sure. Let's recap real quick. Let's recap. We've gone over we're going to recap really, really fast. Now again, I'm going to come back and I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the stinger shad. I'm going to come back and I'm going to do the stinger shad. Okay. This is that firetail blaze with the hologram flake. Okay. You can change to a black jig head, a pink jig head, whatever color that you want. That's the firetail blaze. It's the exclusive color of Cam's. Okay. Look, check this out. This is that black and chartreuse with that candy apple red jig head with that hologram flake in the body. You can see it. Okay, you can see it. All right. That's the black and chartreuse. Here's the fireball blue. Here's the fireball blue. You can see that hologram flake in there. That's with that black jig head. I'm just telling you guys what I've been catching off of. Hey, that's enough. That's enough. You really think she's gonna listen to me? Watch. I told you. Look, that's that fireball blue. Okay, all we're doing is recapping. That's all we're doing. I'm showing you what I've already shown you guys. All right, look, that's that goldfinger. That's that goldfinger. You pair it with what kind of jig head that you want. All right, always in our top 5. Always in our top 5 of selling is the red, black, and chartreuse. Always in our top 5. For 10 years running, that red, black, and chartreuse is just crazy. Okay, that's with that minnow jig head. So you can see what the minnow head looks like versus round. Okay. What produces all the time? Hold on. Always produces. Look, let me make sure I turn it on so I make sure that white knight. That white knight is crazy. Let me tell you, you have to have all of these colors you need in your arsenal. All of them. Now remember, I'm going to come back and I'm going to do solid all curly tails. Okay? That's the white knight, and I did the blue, black, and chartreuse. I did the blue, black, and the black and chartreuse with the candy red jig head. Here it is with the orange jig head. Okay? You can see that hologram flake in there. All right? All I'm doing is, guys, all I'm going to do right now is just recap. Okay? That was the fireball blue. Look, here's the fireball red. Here's the fireball red. Let me see if you can see that hologram flake in there. That's that fireball red. You can do these in a split pack. In a 100 pack, I can split them. They're on the website. Okay, I can split them for you. All right, let's see. Monkey milk. Got to do the monkey milk. Monkey milk and chartreuse. Let me show it to you. There it is with that hot pink. And again, you choose what color jig head that you have most confidence in. That's very important. Okay? Look. This color I just released. It is my hottest seller right now. I just released it probably 2.5 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. And what I'm catching it off of right now is that black jig head. But I got it laced up right here with a chartreuse jig head. That's that Mr. October Gold. Guys, in your body of water had seen this gold color, and they freak out over it. I got people sending me pictures from all around the country that they're biting them in half. And listen, this is a one-piece jig. It's not a two-piece. It's not a two-piece plastic. Look, let me show you the difference. Let me show you the difference. You see this one right here? You see the body is one color and the tail is another? That's a two-piece. But this Mr. October Gold is a one-piece, and the crappie are still biting it in half. It's a 2-inch plastic. So get your hardware and get your plastic to go with it. Okay, look at it. Listen, if crappie can't see it, they can't bite it. Guys, my job, a lot of times it's not the equipment. Sometimes it's the user error. It's the person that's operating. Okay, I'm giving you everything, and I'm showing you how my stuff works. For the last 3 weeks, you guys have seen me using this Mr. October Gold. Okay, listen, that's everything. That's all I got. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to do more curly tails. Okay, I'm getting ready to get on the water. I hadn't decided whether I'm going to go out tonight or whether I'm going to go out in the morning. I hadn't decided that yet, but let me show you a rundown of what we just got finished looking at. Look, there is the white knight. There's the Mr. October Gold. There's the red, black, and chartreuse. There's the blue, black, and chartreuse. There's the black and chartreuse. All of them have the hologram flake in it. That's the red, the fireball red. Did I say fireball blue? I can't remember if I said that or not. And look, there's the firetail blaze, and that's the monkey milk and chartreuse. Now, a couple of specialty colors that I make, custom colors, is that gold jig head, and also what is that called? The turquoise. And all of them have that nasty bin hook to them. Listen, if you have any questions, you guys know how to reach me. This is your boy Cam. I'm getting ready to start catching these big hogs for the fall. Guys, unequivocally, if you do not go fishing, you will not catch crappie. I promise you that. Okay? So, in order to get out there, man, take your family out there. The weather's beautiful. And the crappie are getting ready to go crazy. A lot of you guys, 80% of this country only thinks the crappie bite in cold water. Some of you guys even think that the crappie meat tastes better coming out of cold water. Okay? So, till next time, guys, keep those hooks wet. Keep those lines tight. It's your boy Cam. We'll see you on the next turn. Yank!